All right, I think we should start now. All right, good afternoon once again.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right. So yesterday we started transposition, changing the subject of the formula, and we went through some. I'll go through some more today, and then I will add a little bit of application to it. All right. So let's break the ice with this one. So here we have x squared plus y equal to 2y. I want you guys to make x the subject for me. Make x the subject. Make x the subject. So here we have x squared plus y equal to y. So we're trying to make this variable the subject x. So that tells us that we need to get, so that tells us we need to get rid of this y. We need to take it over the equal sign. And also we need to take over the power of x, which is a square. Right?
So the answer is the square root of y.
Good. Let's work it and see. So when we take over, the first thing we need to take over is y, right? Good.
Y.
Good. We take over y, and y is adding.
Maybe 2y minus y.
So it will be 2y.
We go for minus it.
Good, it will minus on the other side.
Minus.
And if you notice, now on the right hand side, there are like terms. We have 2y minus y, so we could reduce it. Right? 2y minus y give us what? Y, right?
Y.
Good. So now we need to get rid of the power, which is a square. When we take over square, what we get on the other side?
Square root.
Square root.
So we need
Get
to
the square root.
So we need to square root everything on the next side. So we square root y. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So x is equal to the square root of y. So if you're not clear, let me know before I move on.
You could go over one time, sir.
No problem. Good. So here This is our equation, right? We have x squared plus y equaling to 2y, right? And we're trying to make x the subject. X the subject, right? So now what I'm saying is that we need to look and see where x is. And what is affecting x from being the subject is y, this y here, and this power. So we need to take over those two. So when we take over the y first, right, this y is added, take it over, it will subtract on the other side. Becomes a negative y minus y. See that? And then on the left hand side, we left with x squared now. So
Sir.
yeah,
So all again this term, right? Even though this still got the 2 in front of you, you can still rename it, still break it down.
here. No, the reason why we simplify
Yeah.
this is because they are like terms. We have y and y. So we just
Oh.
2y minus y give us y. Alright?
Alright, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. And now we left with x squared on this side. So we don't need x squared as a subject, we need x. So we take over the power. When we take over a square, it becomes square root on the other side. So what we left with now is x. So x is therefore equal to the square root of y. Alright? I'll give you another one to work. So I want you guys to make let me I want you guys to make x the subject again. Give you 2 minutes. Let me see what I'm gonna do. Make x the subject. So we have 2x squared minus 2 plus y equal y. Make x the subject. When I finish, let me hear some answers.
X is equal to the square root of 1.
All right. Anybody get anything different?
Still working, sir.
All right. Take your time.
Still working, sir.
Sir, I guess square root y minus 2 upon 2.
All right. Give you one more minute and then I'll work it. All right. So we need to make x a subject with money, right? So we need to get rid of
Yes, sir.
this y
The
minus 2 and the power. All right.
y and the 2 in front of the x.
So let's take over this y first. So we have 2x squared minus 2. But when we take over this y, it becomes a
Is equal y minus y minus y minus y.
Good. So we have here, because we take over y that is
Which
adding,
is equal to 0.
right? We take it over, it becomes a minus y, meaning the y that minus becomes a negative, right? So look at that carefully.
Yes, sir.
Where can we go again?
All right. So here we're taking over this y here. This y is a plus. It's adding is a positive y. So we're taking it over, it becomes a negative. Got minus. All right. So now we know that these two are like terms, so we could reduce that. So y minus y is what?
0.
All right. So anything minus itself is what?
1.
No. If I have 2 minus 2, what would be my answer?
0, sir.
All right. So therefore,
0. 0.
good. So therefore, y minus y will definitely give us 0.
Equals 0.
Good. So we left with this on this side. You don't forget this. Then we take over the minus 2. 2 that is subtracting. We take it over. What we're going to do? Add, right?
Add, sir.
So you get 0 plus 2. And we could evaluate 0 plus 2. 0 plus 2 is what?
2.
2, right? Good.
2, sir.
right? Then what else we need to take over?
Yes, sir. The 2 from the 2x. So
So we
that
need,
will be dividing.
so we need to take over this, the coefficient of x squared, right? And then we'll take over the power. So this 2, what this 2 is doing? Multiplying.
It's multiplying.
Okay, sir.
Good. So what will it go over and do? It go over and
Multiplying.
becomes the
Divide.
it go over and becomes the denominator, right? So it divides. Right. So we could evaluate this. 2 divided by 2 will give us what?
1, sir.
1.
1.
So now
X squared.
we want, this is x squared is equal to 1, but we want x. So we need to take over the square next, right? So we take over the square, we need to
Yes, sir. That will become the square root.
Good. So x, so we take it over becomes square root. So you got a square root,
Equal
whatever is on the
the
other
square
side.
root of 1.
Good. So x is equal to the square root of 1. So if you don't understand something, let me know so I can go through it back.
So I could go back over the sum, sir.
All right, no problem. So going from the top, so we have 2x squared minus 2 plus y equaling to y. All right. So we need to make x the subject. We need to make x the subject. So we're saying that we need to get rid of this y, this negative 2, this 2, which is the coefficient of x squared, and the power of the x. So we first take over the y. The y is a positive y, add in. You take it over, it will becomes a negative or just subtract. In other words, right? And then we're saying that anything subtracting itself, we have y and we have y there. Any two same variables subtracting or two numbers subtracting, it will give us 0. Right? So what we left with, remember we left with this on the left hand side. So now we need to take over the 2 that is subtracting. You take it over, it will add. Take it over here, it adds. Right? So we're saying now we could simply evaluate 0 plus 1, 0 plus 2. So 0 plus 2 is equal to 2. That's how we get 2 here. Right? Now we need to take over the coefficient of x squared, which is this 2. And we're saying that that 2 is multiplying. So we take it over the equal sign, it divides. See that? Becomes the denominator. And then we evaluate that. 2 divided by 2 give us 1. And lastly, we take over the square, which is the power of x. And whenever we take over the square, it becomes square root. So last step is basically we square root whatever is on the other side. So square root of 1. So therefore, x is equal to the square root of 1. All right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Let me give you all a little a bit some one that will give you that will allow you to think a bit deeper. So I can take off this, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Good. I want you guys to make X the subject for me. Think about what you can do in 2 minutes. Tell me what we think we got to do, and then we will proceed working it. Right? So think about it. I want you to think before you apply this here. I know y'all might be a bit confused what's going on here, but we're making X the subject. And let me see what y'all gonna tell me. Any ideas?
Sir,
We can, never
Listening?
mind.
group the two. Sir, we could group the two x's, sir. And basically remove the two and then the y, the two, and then the y.
All right. When you say group them, can we possibly group the first of all, right?
I'd say,
This here, these two are two unlike terms, as you know, because this term is a xy and this is a x, so they're unlike. So when it comes to grouping and evaluating, you can't do that. So what is it we need to do?
so I was saying that we take over the 2x. We take over the 2xy and minus it from the 4.
If we do that, all right, our objective, let me tell you how is the objective. Our objective is to get one of these x's visible. In this case, we have an x here and we have an x here. We want to see them. We want to see one of them.
44, carry over the 2, and it can be
Or if
4
you get
minus
rid
2
of the
minus 2,
positive term.
and put x square.
Nah. It begin with F.
How about if we um factorize?
Yeah,
Factorize?
we need to factorize. All right. So factorization now. Simple. Don't worry about it too much. We can do it when we're doing we do a lot of it actually when we're doing quadratic. But it's very simple. Look at these two terms. What is common between them?
2x.
2x, because 2x is in both of them, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. 2x. So we put 2x here. All right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. So we say now 2x into these two now. So do you have the first term? I have the second term. So we say first 2x into this term. So basically we dividing it this out.
So that will equal to y only.
Remember we do division? So
Yes,
this
sir.
this and this can cancel, and this can cancel.
Left with y.
Left with y. So 2x into 2xy, we get left with y. Now we say now 2x into 2x. So 2x into 2x. This will give us what? But this will give us
1.
1. Because anything dividing itself,
This is x.
anything
Yeah.
dividing itself or going into itself will give us 1.
Is
Because look
1.
at this. 5 into 5, how much you get? 1, right?
1.
1.
So therefore, 2x into 2x is 1. So how many x's you see now?
1x.
Good. Remember in the previous step, we had the xa, then we had the xa, but now we're seeing 1, and this is what we're looking for. Right? Good. So what's the next step now? What we need to carry over?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
We can carry over the 2
The 1,
from
sir.
the x.
All right. First of all, we got to look and see what we need to. We need to carry over the bracket, and we need to carry over this 2. Right? So let's carry over the bracket first.
But sir, why the bracket?
Good. What's the bracket doing? What is the bracket doing?
Let's
Multiplying,
multiply
sir.
by the 2x.
Oh, this bracket multiplying this xa. It actually multiplies. So we go over and divide.
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 So you get 4 divided by. What else need to come over?
The 2
I mean,
The
this 2,
2.
from the 2x.
I mean, this 2 doing.
Multiply it.
Multiplying.
And we go over and divide.
Multiplying.
It multiply and go over and divide, right?
Divide.
So if you come right here with the bracket.
Yes, sir.
So look at this and tell me if you understand. No problem, I can go it over fine for you. So let me know if you want me to
Yes,
click
sir.
it.
Go to please. Go to please, sir.
All right, good.
Yeah, go to sir.
All right. So we have 2xy plus x equal 4. Listen carefully. And we try to make x a subject. But then again, we watch and see we have an x in this term. We have an x in this term. So what we can do, we don't want, as I told you, it is impossible to make something the subject when it is appearing two places. We don't want that. We want to see one of it. So we can actually get rid of everything and make that thing the subject. But in this case, we have the x here and we have the x here. We don't want that. So we're saying we want to see one x visible. So we need to factorize. Factorization will allow you to do that. So we're saying we need to take out whatever is common in these two. What is common? We say 2x is here and 2x is here. Huh? So we take out 2x and then we start our factorization. Bracket, open bracket, and then we divide this into this term and this 2x into this 2x. Now again, the 2x into this here, which is 2xy, and the 2x into here, which is 2x. So we divide it over here. And in the first case, we say 2xy divided by 2x. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Remember we did that. We left with y. So we put the y here. Then we say 2x into 2x. 2x into 2x. Anything dividing itself will give us 1. So you give us 1 here. So now we end up with this. Now we have 1x here, and this is what we're looking for. So now we're saying now we need to get rid of this bracket, carry it over. When we carry over the bracket is multiplying, right? We carry it over, it divides. Now we left with 2x on this side now.
Sir,
Yeah,
how you still get back 2x though, sir, after you don't divide them?
where? Oh, when
Right
we
that,
divide here?
right that with yeah, and how you get it back there on the other? Where you go back there?
Oh, I get it here?
No, right next to the weight name divisions. Next to how you get it back there?
Yeah, we had to take it out. We had to find what is common. So we found in these two terms that 2x is common. So we take out 2x and then we start our division. So 2x into 2xy, 2x into 2x. We divide it, and whatever we get from those division, we put it inside the bracket. Right?
And then 2x still remain.
Go, the 2x will be in there. So the reason why we get 1 here is because 2x into 2x will give us 1. These are the 1 appeared here. But this here is what we take out. This is what is common in both of these. 2xy and 2x. All right?
Yes, sir.
So we take over the bracket. We get here. We have the bracket is here, which is y plus 1. We need to divide because on this side it was multiplying. So go over and divide. Now we left with 2x on this side. And we say we need to take over the 2 because x we want as the subject. We take over the 2 is multiplying. We go over and divide. So come right at the bottom here with the bracket. Right? So answer now is 4 upon 2 times y plus 1. So we could also reduce if we want. Look at this. We could also reduce 2 into 2, 1. Yeah, 2 into 2, 1. And 2
1,
into
2 into
4,
4, 2.
2. So if we want to reduce this here, we can get 2 upon
2
y
into 4, 2.
plus 1. All right. This is some skills you will eventually develop. You will see it. Constant practice, right? Good. So look at this very carefully. We have 3 minutes remaining before we are opening the next session. So if you understand, let me know. All right. Let me give you a one to work. Make y the subject. So write this down, make y the subject, and when we come on back, you can tell me what's the answer, right? So it will cut off in 1 minute. So take it down very quickly. Make y the subject. Come on back and tell me where's the answer. Where's your answer? So we have 3xy minus 1 equal 9.